Internet, can you behave, please? That is a lot of dropped frames. I don't like how many dropped frames that is. Okay, I think we're in the clear. I think everything's fine now. I think. I really hope so. Alright. I'm live, Firedox is live. I don't know if Poopy's live. Poopy using her main channel? Pretty sure she uses this alt. Let's find it. Okay, no. Poopy's just... Oh, as soon as I say Poopy's just not live, as soon as I go and look on her main channel, her alt actually does go live. Alright, cool. See, Firedox is rolling to warm up. Not a playstyle that's going to be allowed on this stream. Yeah, it's a new technique to... I'm gonna come up with a fucking new technique, okay? And I'm gonna call it rolling. It's gonna roll so fast that it activates dash. Good morning, Hannah. Can we make the Death League moment less epic? Why would we want that? I mean, Firedox arguably did make it less epic by rolling. So maybe you have gotten what you want, and I think he's actually using this now. But for like a couple of minutes, it was not an epic mess. Oh my god, that truly does make it less epic. This stream is irredeemable now, we're not coming back from that. Yeah, go back to tap. Literally the deadest playstyle in the game now. It's like not viable and also doesn't have its own competitive scene, really. That's a sign of true dedication if you're willing to tap in 2025. I mean, I suppose Butt is a deader playstyle if you count that as a separate playstyle. I can't be the only person who never realized that the blob butt emoji was supposed to actually symbolize a playstyle and wasn't just funny butt. I didn't realize it meant butterfly tapping. Thought it was just butt. Yeah, it is. It's hard to categorize and like 3 people use it. It's just butt. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's a retcon or not. Like, when that emoji was originally added to the servers, is that what it meant, or did that just get retconned? Did people go like, oh, but is butterfly tap? But oh my gosh, look at all those petals. Yeah, right. That makes sense. Now, like, other than like Moya, are there like any like notable butterfly tappers? Like, I'm trying to, like, I know Uno butterfly taps, but he's like, I think still has an A score PB, and it's kind of similar case with Circular Cyclone. It's gonna take a while to get used to saying that name. I'm trying to think, like, are any of the other butterfly tappers like notable players with high PBs, or is it kind of just? And actually, Sunny was quite good at butterfly tapping. I remember back when he played emulator. I mean, he was like 12 hertz with butterfly tapping. He needed to butterfly tap just to be 12 hertz, but he is like a good stacker, so that was enough for him. It wasn't like watching some of the other butterfly tappers where they're 18 hertz but can't really stack. Oh, I don't think I knew Pangranga butterfly tapped. You know, they were pretty good. Okay, maybe there are a few more butterfly tappers than I thought there were. Wait, it was banned? I mean, I have paid like negative attention to Tap Masters, so that explains why I wouldn't know that. But I didn't realize it was banned. You know, that literally just bans like 2 players from Tap Masters. Like, I don't even think like Moya's not even active anymore, so it basically just bans 2 players who aren't even really anything special from from playing in Tap Masters. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh my god, it's literally Spirit of Das. That's crazy. It's literally Spirit of Das, but for tapping. Right, so the rules were... What I'm hearing here is that the rules were written to accommodate JD and no more. Like, the rules were written explicitly to accommodate exactly what JD does. I may be cynical there, but that's how I'm reading it. Because obviously you can't ban JD, like, worst marketing decision ever. But that really seems like a just contrived rule to allow JD and no one else. I mean, what even is the difference between double hyper quick tap and, like, butterfly tapping? Like, I feel like Moya's only described as a hyper quick tapper because nobody was ready to admit butterfly tapping existed back when he was first, like, coming up as a player. Oh yeah, no, I certainly don't think he'd be winning the tournament, but it'd be important. I feel like it would have been important to allow him. Like he's kind of a legend of that playstyle, and it would have been great to see him. I don't know if he actually would have played. Like he might have moved on with life and integrated into society. Again, I really think it's like you have to accommodate. JD's playstyle is too famous. Like he's too famous for doing the single hyper quick tap, even though he's like the only person that's ever actually done that. Like you have to accommodate it. Or maybe Vandy doesn't realize that JD's really the only person who does that, but yeah, it really seems like the rules are written for JD. And I mean, maybe that's the purpose of the entire tournament. Like, maybe that's the point of having a Tap Masters, is to accommodate JD. Maybe I should just accept that the purpose of that is clear. I mean, I think we're bringing Hopefuls back next CTM, Poopy. I think the lobbying of Katsugiri has been successful. I think so, anyway. I mean, if she says another time, having already said it like 3 times, I might bring it back, but I don't know what the consensus is. Having received it several times, then I won't know how to react. But I'm pretty sure it's coming back. Which is very awesome. I love Hopefuls. Does it make it easier to manage, though? Like, I would have thought there are more points of failure because the tournament has more rounds to get through in 1 month. Like, how does that make it easier? Oh, I mean, you can be much faster than 17 hertz butterfly tapping. Like, you can, like, what Moya does, Moya can be like 25 hertz, which is faster than any jitter tapper. Like, there are plenty of jitter tappers who can do 17 or even upwards of 17 hertz, but yeah. I don't know. I feel like people at the Hopefuls level are actually fairly trustworthy. Right, let's start the game. That's something we should do. Both players are ready. Let's count this game down. Good luck to you both. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, that's what I would have thought. Like people at the Hopefuls level, like still still actually enjoy the game for the most part. I actually want to play the game. Like, I almost feel like Futures people are less trustworthy with their own scheduling than Hopefuls people. I mean, I have no idea what the source for that very precise number is of Eric gets 17 Hz on average. But, like, 17 Hz is not, like, world historical the way it used to be. Like, there are jitter tappers who get more than that quite consistently. I mean, I think even Eric probably averages more than 17 Hz from what I've actually seen of the gameplay. Anyway, Poopy's in some early trouble here. Gets the J. Flat long bar's good as well. Yeah, no, our Burrows trained those people well. They know how to look after themselves in community tournament. Poopy brings it down. Gets another Tetris up to 123. 123, 120 for both players, in fact. They're a line apart, but tied at the exact same score. Well, Firedox choosing not to go for that J-Tuck, so that's going to cost him a few burns. Tetris for Firedox, 152. And Poopy with a Tetris to take the lead. 168. Oh my goodness, 20 new players. Man, TNP is clearly achieving its intended purpose then. Like, that's great that we're getting all these new players in the Big 25. I would not have expected there to be that many. I suppose I remember 2023 when we really just were keeping the lights on. Like, there were hardly any new players. It felt like interest was slowly drifting. And then the Blue Scooty game crash happened and everything changed. That really saved us. I certainly felt like 2023 we were just keeping the lights on. Tetris for Poopy, 245, still neck and neck here. Firedox at 247, both at the same line count. Yeah, that's an interesting little question, Anpu. And yeah, I don't think that's a hot take at all. TNP is by far the most successful event that has ever existed. It's been the only reason the community's even still here for years now. $316 for Firedox, $314 would be both players, aside from some very early trouble have played. Very solid, safe 18. Firedox up to 340, only 3,000 points of difference right now. A couple of LJ dependencies for Poopy. This board could get interesting depending on the sequence, but pieces are gonna turn out not to be too bad. It's a bunch of long bars. Not a fantastic time to get those. She's Tetris ready now. There's a Simul Tetris 386 plays 384. It's interesting to see actually a DAS main and a non-DAS main so evenly matched on DAS 18. We'll have to see if this keeps up throughout the set. Firedox in some trouble, well, not really in some trouble, just having some awkward formations on the right side, but so is Poopy. Very good J there, perfect piece to burn that triple. Extremely aesthetically pleasing burn for Poopy. He's nudged ahead by one Tetris, goes up to 419. Firedox got that long bar a piece too late, meanwhile, to score a dirty Centerwell is maybe trying to set up another one, but it's going to be a bit too difficult with that board. Yeah, it's really just Cole and Cobra, but I'm sure there'll be more in the future. Tetris for both players, 468 for Poopy, 435 for Firedox. Yeah, it is. I mean, that's why so many of the top players are still the same people as the tap era. Like, it is really hard to reach that level. Yeah, it's like players like Miles, who has basically been where he is for like 5 years or even longer, are still really difficult to surpass in skill. Firedox transitions 488, gets a Tetris right away to go to 512. Poopy at 538 has one more Tetris potentially available. Gets it and is set up for another one. 562 into transition for Poopy. Tetris 588. It's a shame that that's kind of all Miles can be known as now. Like, it's really impressive to have remained as relevant as he has for so long. Like, now that Sidnev has won a Masters, Miles would have to be one of the very best never to win one. Like, Sidnev was the clear leader there before she won, but... yeah. Oh, Poopy! Dropping that long bar in column 9, that could even have been intentional, but certainly it wasn't fantastic for the state of her board. She gets a that's not a Tetris, that's a triple. It's still a very important burn. 660 for Poopy, 631 for Firedox. Yeah, like, Tristop is probably the leader there, but Miles is certainly up there, because he's been around and sort of there or thereabouts forever. He's made a couple of finals. Tetris for Poopy, 699 into level 23. Firedox, same point in the game at 663. It's still an incredibly close game, really. Like, Poopy's lead's only about a Tetris. Poopy ideally waiting for a T. There it is. Tetris ready now, has to block the welder piece before the bar shows up. Firedox, meanwhile, scores a Tetris 706, narrows it down even further. We're separated by 10,000 points. Firedox taking a safe double there, but will be able to build back up for the Tetris. Board getting a little sketchy, keeps it open, gets the Tetris. 740 for Firedox. Oh, Poopy loses Das. Lost Das and couldn't get that bar over the middle of the stack. Tetris ready, but that's going to be it. 748. Firedox looks to be in some trouble as well, but he is good. And he will take game 1. And I haven't called him Firefox once, so we're off to a good start. Yeah, I really would have expected there to be like a completely different cohort of top players by now, but there just isn't. Like, some players have risen and fallen relative to each other, but yeah, it's a lot of the same people. Like, Blue Scooty, obviously, is a bit of an outlier there. Like, he existed in, like, 2021, but he was still, like, a CTL Division 4 player. I remember I actually restreamed his first ever Challenges set, where he lost 3-1 to Mark Megas' 9Hz tapping. That was my first ever, super stream in, I think it was either April or May 2022. But yeah, Mark Megas' 9Hz tapping was crazy. He almost won that Challenges bracket with his 9Hz tapping. Like, what an absolute stacking genius you have to be. He would have won that bracket if he'd dassed, like, no doubt. But he had a 1.2 with tap. It wasn't just 1.7. He had a 1.2 with his below dash speed tapping. It was actually insane. Alright, both players ready for game 2. Let's count him down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. But yeah, there was this short period in 2022 where he, like, rage quit DAS, and became a tapper. I think that happened a couple of times, but that's the time I particularly remember it happening. Yeah, and he was literally solidly Challengers level. At a time when, like, Challengers level was the highest a DAS player could be. Like, DAS players were already kind of locked out of Masters. Yeah, he was that with his 9 hertz tapping. Like, he literally was avoiding going for 5 left because it was risky. I saw him do it multiple times in post. He was avoiding 5 left, and he was still competing at Challengers level. Like, there are very few players who could do that. Both players seem to be off to a comfortable start. 73,000 for Poopy and a 1 Tetris lead for Firedox at 92. Okay, yeah, you literally are Adam Mountains. Yeah, should have wall charged, but then he could have literally held the button down. Wait, what time zone am I supposed to be in where it's 1 AM? Could be in a little bit of trouble, but we'll be able to bring that down with a nice set of pieces. 2 J's. Firefox potentially, I think, had an opportunity for the... Oh no, I did it! I did it! I said Firefox. The stream is over. I need to quit restreaming. Firedox! Oh no, he was Tetris ready there. He skipped the Tetris. I think got in his head a bit about whether he was Tetris ready or not. He was, and ended up misdropping the long bar on the left. He's gonna be able to get out of this, it looks like, but that is a bit of a skull emoji play there from Firedox. Tetris for Firedox, he's out, 179. Meanwhile, Poopy at 222, looking very comfortable, nice clean sack. Firefox, interestingly, oh my god! Firedox, not going for the vertical L-tuck, took the burn instead, and it made a hole. That left side is a little concerning. Should be accessible, yeah, no trouble getting that long bar over. Tetris for Poopy, 291. Poopy taking advantage of a couple of misplays from Firedox, so she's built a nice lead now. That's a very based mindset, Anfu. Yeah. If you're gonna get banned for speaking the truth. Simul Tetris, 338 for Poopy, 263 for Firedox. Oh, an early shift there from Poopy on the T. See, yes, very efficient burn there. Oh, that's beautiful. Nicely done from Poopy. Only needed a few singles to clean that rather ugly looking formation up, and she's up to 364 now, still with at least 2 Tetrises of advantage. Nice quick tap on that J. Nice hyper jolt, as some people used to call it. I notice Poopy does very much do the hyper jolt with the controller. Oh, now that's a hell of an insult. If you ran for President of the United States, you'd probably win. The leg shaking, yeah, true. The leg shaking's too fast. It's above 10 hertz. 482 for Poopy, very solid competition pace. Meanwhile, 425 for Firedox, pretty good as well. Tetris for Poopy up to 505. Yeah, no, Poopy's legs are moving like Louis Scooey's arms from that one CWC qualifier. Alright, both players coming up on transition. One more Tetris will do it for Firedox. Two more potentially for Poopy. Firedox will go in with that double at 520, but it has a nice built-out left and is Tetris ready. Oh no, okay, gets the long bar in time. You never like seeing a board like that where the player's not quite confident in the 5 tap. That always makes me very nervous, but Firedox will be able to bring it down. Poopy gets a Tetris 628 for her into level 20. It's quite a game so far from Poopy, but she needs to be careful. Very nice elevated burn with that J. She's now Tetris ready. That jaggedness on the left side, kind of nasty for Poopy. She would love a T. Oh, a last minute adjustment on that square was impressive. She managed to keep Das through all of that. She'd really like a long bar. That left is a bit of a pain. Long bar for the dependency is good. Firedox has been playing it safe, but has kept it clean. Poopy still just struggling. Looks like it's close to being solved. Oh my goodness, the L's and the squares. Poopy really would have liked any other pieces there, but she gets the Tetris 696. Maintains a solid lead over Firedox, who's at 640. Firedox trying to avoid burning here, but the drought is going to force his hand. Gets a Tetris 674 for Firedox. Firedox set up again, but Poopy's still gaming very solidly. Nice double there. At 765. Firedox with some misdrops. These are going to be very difficult to handle. Gets the long bar. Okay. That left looks accessible. Maybe not with squares, though. He gets the L. Maybe he can get something to the right. It's a bit too late with that long bar, though. Firedox is done at 711. Poopy on some solid max-out pace is going to take game 2. I've missed a lot of the shenanigans in chat that have been going on, but it seems like people are making fun of... People, possibly Tyler himself, are making fun of Tyler's great masses. Alright. Can Poopy get the max here? Will she get the bar? She kind of needs a bar soon. There we go. Alright. She's got 3 burns. This is very much doable. RNG being a bit questionable with that middle of the board, but... Oh, wait a second. Wait a second, this isn't enough. No, 988. My math is wrong. Would be just short of the max, but still a very solid game. Yeah. Right, that's the right thing to do in that situation, the triple awareness. I don't know why I thought that 3 Tetrises from 218 was enough there. You can actually see the lack of bars in the last bit of the game, because Firedox has 80, having topped out at 195 lines. Poopy at 29 only has 88. So there are only 8 more bars in the last 36 lines, which is a bit nasty. You could certainly see it watching Poopy. Oh, Poopy's taking off the jacket. Now it's getting serious. That's how you know. Both players ready. Let's count down game 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh my god, 12 Hertz disqualified. Hannah says that they're gonna play along on PAL. See how this goes. I can't wait for both players to top out on 18 and for Hannah to win. I could see it happening. You know, for anyone who hasn't seen some of Hannah's recent PAL clips, I highly recommend going looking for them. Hannah has been doing some very impressive stuff on the PAL 19 grind. I have thoroughly enjoyed watching them. It's a shame that there's not all that much PAL competition around anymore, because I think it's a fun version, and not just because I won $150 from it that one time, but a 5 and below from Poopy. Very nice setup. It doesn't seem to have saved Poopy's board though. Still got some problems to deal with. Nice triple with that L into the Tetris. 124 for Poopy. 98,000 for Firedox. Yeah, PAL is a very cool version. Where weird things can happen, like me beating Rhubarb, and just general, coolness. I like PAL. I kind of rage quit PAL after failing embarrassingly in my 700k grind in a game that really should have been it, and haven't played it since. This was like 2 years ago, but or nearly 2 years ago. Yeah, I suppose it's Vandy. I mean, I have made a kind of stupid amount of money from Tetris if you add in all of the scheduling and commentary that I got paid for, in addition to the one what prize win as a player from CDM PAL, but I know I wouldn't be top of that list. But I have actually gotten a very large amount of money from Tetris across my time in the community. Because yeah, I was super streaming and scheduling for years. I was one of the most active super streamers that entire time. I don't actually know, like I would need to go back through and look. I genuinely have no idea what the total would be. But it is very funny too. Like, it would be at least a couple of $1,000, but that might only be in New Zealand dollars. Because that's the problem. I think of the money in New Zealand dollars, because that's the currency I actually use, and everyone else is using US dollars. So I think the mental conception is not quite the same. 342 for Poopy. A couple of rather awkward J pieces for Poopy, but otherwise board looking not too bad. Ooh. Oh, beautiful delayed burn set up there from Poopy. I was like, what is she doing here? But as soon as the L showed up in the next box, I saw it. That was very high IQ. That's a setup I'll have to remember. Poopy with the Tetris 393. Wonder how Hannah's getting on in the PAL version of this seed. I say PAL version like it's a different set of pieces. It's not. I wonder how Hannah's getting on. Poopy's at 416, Firedox is at 343. Yeah, actually, I don't know, Anpu. I'm not cool enough to know anything about the workings of CTWC. Also, I've never been anywhere near CTWC because it's in the United States, and I'm not in the United States. Yeah, I know absolutely. Oh, Firedox with that overshift. Hang on. Okay, Firedox is going to be fine. He got the Tetris right after, so really not too much of a threat. Poopy at 488 is having another banging 18 game. As she often does. Like, Poopy can sometimes be a little bit prone to early top out. She does play quite aggressive, but like whenever she tops out, it's because she's like clean to a fault. Like Poopy's always stacking really cleanly. The stack always has a nice surface. Sometimes it just gets up a bit too high. But in terms of maintaining a good surface, like I feel like Poopy is actually one of the best DAS players to watch. So Tetris for Poopy there, 558. Yeah, when she doesn't get trolled by the game, the playstyle works very well. One of those days is today. Beautiful duck setup for the square. There's a 600k transition, 605 for Poopy, 416 for Firedox. Poopy is kind of cooking him here. Oh wait, Hana got 640? Okay, Poopy has a slight chase down to beat Hana's PAL score. She's not there yet. Oh my goodness, Firedox with that dirty Tetris. I was about to call Firedox's death. Looking over at his board, I think he's actually gonna survive. Longbar came at the last possible moment, but yeah, he's got it. He's bringing it down. He's still way behind, but you know, you need to be alive to catch up. 667 for Poopy. She's slowing down a little bit. This column 2 well, but she's only going to be able to get a triple through has caused her some problems. Yeah, Firedox not ready to give up. He's at 466. Poopy with the Tetris 707. Tetris would be 738. This is an even better pace than Game 2. Really great work from Poopy. Nice burn with the square. She's been waiting for an L for ages. Finally got it. Firedox might be in more trouble this time. The well's blocked off. I think that's going to be it for Firedox at 502. It is. I'll definitely let Poopy play this one out if she wants to, though, because yeah, this has got to be a max, surely. 784 into 25. It's time. Tetris for Poopy. 816. After the burning. Oh no! Poopy misses the quick tap. Okay. We're in some trouble here. She's got the space to burn. Like, she's got the spare pace. But depending on the pieces here, this could be tough. She can't get the bar over right. Oh no. Bit of a commentator's curse there on my part. Poopy is done at 823, but she does take the most important prize, which is Game 3. I mean, in general, the Tetris community runs on unpaid labor. Like, you know, the amount of money I've been paid relative to the actual, like, strength of my contribution to the community is entirely disproportionate. Like, I got too much money. I think I got too much money, and people who did actual work got less or no money. But it's not really about the money. Okay, White. Sorry, I've already spent it with the New Zealand supermarket duopoly. You can chase them up. Someone needs to sue them for the stuff they're getting up to. So maybe it can be you, Tyler. Both players are ready. You can count this one down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
I don't know if Hana's playing along with this one as well, but I'm going to assume that they are. That's amazing. No way. Somebody actually sent you $5. That's awesome. Oh, that's nice that somebody appreciated the comms enough to send you $5. Yeah, exactly. You need to keep saying that. Oh, you put it into the price pool. I mean, fair enough, but that's nice. Firedox this time taking the early lead. He's at 120. Poopy at 61,000. There's a Tetris 84,000. Yeah, no, I've kept my ill-gotten gains. I'm a criminal. I mean, I don't know if my gains are quite as ill-gotten as that $5, but still. Like, I don't think the money was unreasonable for what I did. I just kind of feel bad that there are people who do lots of stuff and have never been paid a cent. Like, actually, in 2022, when I first scheduled, the schedulers didn't get paid. It was only the super streamers. The schedulers started getting paid the month I came back to scheduling in, like, mid-2023. Yeah, it used to only be the super streamers, which annoyed me because the super streamers don't do anything. Tetris for Poopy, 185. 242 for Firedox. I don't know. Look, the super streamers did their part, but, you know, a lot of them didn't really do that much, it felt like. I mean, I still got most of my money from it, so I can't really complain, but, like, you know, the scheduling was way harder work than super streaming, like, unquestionably. Scheduling was awful. Super streaming was just fun most of the time. Alright, 238 for Poopy. Tetra's up to 261. She's actually got quite a lot of catching up to do. Firedox has played a very strong early game and taken a good lead. Yeah, I didn't realize super streamers were paid until I was given the offer to become one. I was like, wait a second, they get paid? Oh, that's interesting. People are getting paid? I thought this was all amateur. I don't know how I feel about this. Well, I still don't know how I feel about it, but haha, yeah. Oh yeah, everyone just does this all for free. It's fantastic, isn't it? No, things were not that nice in reality. But everything still happened as you saw it. Oh, Poopy's setting up the delayed bits of that T. Very interesting placement. The long bar hasn't been seen yet. This is quite a drought, actually. Oh my goodness. Give Poopy the bar. There it is, finally. Poopy completes the delayed bits. There's the Tetris. 409 for Poopy. Oh, rip. Hana loses again, this time to both players. Hana did beat Firedox last game, but this time Hana tops out at 400. So Hana has 1 point under the triple threat scoring system, yeah.
Got 0 points this game.
Firedox at 495. Poopy with that Tetris goes up to 460. So she's made good inroads, Poopy. She's been catching up. She needs an L or a J. That longbar's not really going to help, but 2 long bars will help. Tetris for Poopy, 484. Poopy will transition very soon. Pretty much the moment the long bar shows up. It's getting a little bit nervous, probably, but there's a Tetris for Poopy, 515. Unfortunately, had to burn the piece before another long bar showed. But 515 into transition. He gets the Tetris, hits the spin. And Firedox in with a triple at 550. So still a Tetris and a half advantage into transition for Firedox. Poopy with a lot of holes at the bottom of the board. So she's got some work to do. Getting through it nice and quickly. But she is still behind. Firedox at 606 is in front, gets that long bar over to the left. Firedox has some digging of his own to do. Poopy with a very risky setup in column 9. Look at that left side. He's able to fill it out, but we'll have to burn back down to the bottom. And Tetris for Poopy, 592. See if she goes for the spin here. Hits the spin. Spin timing looking all good on 19 for Poopy. Those can be quite difficult to hit. But not difficult for Poopy, it would seem. 646 still on level 22 for Firedox. Firedox is like a whole level behind. He's kind of gaming. There's a Tetris. 678 for Firedox. Probably like an L there. There's an L. A bit of slideshow Tetris on Poopy's side. Looks like it might be a slideshow top out if she's not careful. Up around the next box. Can't get that long bar over to the left. And we are going to a decider. Firedox takes game 4. This has really been a very high quality set. Firedox, definitely a less noted DAS player, but he's really been bringing it today. And Game 5, of course, gives Hana another opportunity to set things right. Oh dear. There was a network error. That might be on my end, honestly. My internet's been kind of questionable. Oh no. Okay. I don't think it is my end. When he's not skipping Tetris, he's good, says Hana. Alright. Poopy, stop being offline. You haven't decided to play. Hey Anjing, welcome. Firedox, could you set up Center World Tetris this game, pretty please? Says Adpo. I'm not sure exactly why he wants Firedox specifically to set up a Center World this game, but could be cool, I guess. Now, where is... Oh, that's not the right button. That's the right button. There we go. Our laptop battery. Okay. I'm glad it isn't like your internet's died and won't be back for another 7 hours. Oh, right. Is Anpu in? Yeah, Anpu's in this group, isn't he? So let me look more closely at the standings that I did at the start of Oh no, he's not. Okay. I don't know why I thought he was. Actually, is Anpu even playing? Oh yeah, no, he's in Group C. Okay, he just really wants Firedox to lose, I guess. Damn, I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, being like, you know, maybe Firedox needs to lose to save your season, but no, you're just a nasty orange. You're an orange mostly encircled by blue mold. Alright. Both players are ready, let's count down the decider in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, no, that honestly, I was surprised saying that, like how nasty sounding that came out. Like maybe I'm an orange covered in blue mold. Like man. I mean, look, it's probably not that often that you get such highly personalized insults. Firedox in some early trouble. He's not center welling, but struggling. We are all just oranges covered in various amounts of blue mold. Yes. That's how we'll that's how we're gonna bring empathy back to the world. We gotta remind everyone that we're all oranges covered in various amounts of blue mold. Firedox actually has tried to set up center well here. He's got it open again, so Anpu is getting his wish here. And there's a Tetris for Firedox, bringing this down 69,000. Hey now for Firedox, 142 for Poopy. And that is a name I have not seen in a long time. Andrew4043, Wides 5 Wide Noah, thank you for the follow. That's someone who I'm pretty sure followed this channel at some point back in 2020, but it's been a long time. Always get a little nervous when someone who witnessed the catastrophe that was Wides 5 Wide shows back up in my life, which is very rare these days. But yes, good morning, Andrew. I remember actually a couple of years ago I was hosting CDM on Monthly Tetris and Caboozled Pie raided. And so there were like a couple of people, and I think you were one of them, but there were like a couple of Wides 5 Wide Noahs there, and it was very funny. Yes, you didn't bring it up this time, I did. But there's literally a channel point redeem in this channel to bring it back. You need 1,000,000 channel points, but it's there. Right, 234 for Firedox, 280 for Poopy. We're seeing some more slideshow Tetris on Poopy's side, but it's a motion picture, mostly. We can see what's going on. It's actually not a slideshow. I mean, it can't be both a slideshow and a motion picture. It is more of a motion picture, just a bit of an inconsistent one. Oh, did Firedox miss a bit? That's very disappointing. Tetris for Firedox, 264. Poopy actually really pacing at 327. That's really good for halfway through 18. Board getting a little uncomfortable now for Poopy. Shouldn't be. too difficult to solve. She did have to quick tap that L to the left. Firedox is quite an annoying board. We'd really like a T to fix the parity. Finally gets it, but has to put it vertically, which is not quite as nice. Poopy with some serious misdrops on the left. Very interesting looking bridge burn there for Poopy. Yeah, she's going to have a lot of cleanup work now, and Firedox is clean, so he's got a chance to catch up. He's about 100,000 points down at the moment. Right, Poopy would like a long bar, really just would like a long bar. How long this burn sequence goes on for Poopy is... Oh no! The stream dramatically freezes, but you can see what happens. Got the long bar just a piece too late. The S spam not any more helpful. And there's the Tetris. No, not the Tetris. Why did I knew that wasn't a Tetris. I don't know why I instinctively said Tetris. Something about like a long bar entering a well is just Tetris in my mental directory. That is not a Tetris, but Poopy is clean now. Firedox has almost completely caught up in the meantime. He's 399, but he is also 10 lines ahead, so... Only caught up in real time. Well, probably not even in real time, but real time as observed by me. Future Poopy's, just about motion picture of the stream. Tetris for Firedox, 427. Firedox, one burn away. We'll have to take that double into transition. He transitions at 429. So Poopy definitely will beat that, possibly by quite a bit. But Firedox not too far behind. Poopy up a little bit high, needs to be careful. He gets Tetris 479 and another 503 transition for Poopy. Poopy set up again, Tetris early on 19, 527. Poopy definitely has had the edge in 19 efficiency this set when she's survived. Firedox not quite as strong with DAS mechanics. Poopy is a really insane mechanical DAS player. So she has been able to play up a bit higher on 19. But that's not the only important thing in the game, and sometimes you get misdrops like that. She gets the Vits though. It's always a cool misdrop if you can fix it with the Vits. Firedox is center welling after promising not to. And he could be in some real trouble. Can he get anything over to the left? Yes, he can. The T makes it over. And there's the Tetris for Firedox, 526. Promise not to center well is far, far out the window. He's scored a couple of center well Tetrises this game, but probably want to avoid doing much more of it. He's at 535. Oh no, this is not looking good. This is really not looking good for Firedox. I mean, it's still looking better than Poopy's stream right now, but Poopy's board on the stream is looking fine. 550 exactly for Firedox, and is really going to need to turn on the efficiency. He's still behind even in real time. Poopy is in the middle of level 23 right now and is at 638. Might actually, yeah, I think I should just manually refresh Poopy's stream. It might catch up a bit if I do that. No? Okay. Maybe not. Alright, we're level 24 at 676 for Poopy, 589 for Firedox in level 26. And he's gonna need a good sequence of pieces even to reopen here. Alright, he's been able to reopen, but just needs the long bar. Nice! Quick tap on the Z, getting that all the way over. I kind of expected him to hang that, but He survives, maybe not for much longer though, it's another difficult situation. Poopy also getting through quite a difficult situation of her own. She's down now into level 27 at 788. It's not... I think it's quite impossible for Firedox to catch this up now. Poopy with the Tetris, 824. Firedox not able to get the last Tetris. He's going to be done at 648. So Poopy is good. She takes it in the decider. Also, wow, well played, Hana. 674 at 28. I mean, you beat Firedox again, so well done. But, yeah, okay, yeah, that is kind of insane for Pal, actually. You're very good at Pal these days, aren't you? Oh, that sucks. That sucks, selling out for the last Tetris in the 700. Yeah. Oh, right, 29. Yes, that's right, you told me you were going to put 29 cap on. Poopy takes it 3-2. Very well played to you both. That was a really banging set there. But congratulations, Poopy. I've closed the standings actually, so I've already forgotten what the implications of this result are. It is still quite choppy, yeah, but we survived, and now the set's over, so we don't need to worry about it anymore. Yes, Andrew, that is the legendary musician. A transition featuring many Mudus faces. It is one of the best things ever created in OBS. The 3D rendered one is a particularly nice touch. I didn't make it, Zeal did, but I think I'm the only person that has it, that actually still streams at all. Like, Zeal, I don't think Zeal has streamed, or at least he does stream, but not NES Tetris. He hasn't streamed NES Tetris in years. Alright, is there anyone worth the raid? I think there are actually people here this time. Okay, no, it's literally just the players, who are live. Alright. I'll see you all later. Goodbye.